So it is the issue about one of the word in the Quran which is called Nabi al-Ummi. And also the other words here in Surah Al-Jumu'ah, that he who sent to the Ummi'in, the messenger from themselves, who read upon them the verses of Allah and purify them and teach them the book and the hikmah. وَإِنْ كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلُ لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. And before that they were in manifest misguidance. Now there is a big issue in Pakistan nowadays. There is one of the scholar in Pakistan. He mistranslated the word Ummi as unlettered, a person who doesn't learn how to read and write, which is a wrong, absolutely wrong translation, and it is like a blasphemy against the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was never learned from any human being, yet he was the most educated human being. He was the higher than any of the PhD in the world, because his teacher was Allah himself, the God Almighty Allah. He sent the angel to teach him in 23 years. Starting from the age of 40, the Prophet Muhammad started to learn direct from Allah, the creator of the universe, the owner of all the knowledge. And he gave the knowledge to Prophet Muhammad. So Ummi doesn't mean a person who doesn't know read and write. It is wrong translation. It is a mistranslation. Neither the meaning of Ummi'in. But if you can go to the history, the Ummi or Ummi'in, is it the word used for non-Jewish or the non-Israelites? Because Israelites, even in the Old Testament and the New Testament, those who were not Jews or Israelites, they consider them as Ummi, which is, every word is Goyim, or in English is Gentiles. Like in the Old Testament, the wife of Abraham, his second wife, Hagar, she was called Goyim or Ummi in Arabic, or in English, Gentiles. So if you are not a Jew, or if you are not from the Jewish tribe or Israelite tribes, you will be considered as Goyim or Ummi or Gentile. So now this scholar has a big problem now. People are giving the verdict against him in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and different countries, that he committed a blasphemy against the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu by calling him a wrong translation of Ummi. So we need to learn about this word Ummi, which, as per my research, the Ummi means Gentile, or in Hebrew, Goyim, or in explanation, non-Israelites were called Ummi. Similarly, in Arab, the time of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, the Arabs were those who speak Arabic, and they were very powerful in poetry. So they called the non-Arabs Ajam. Ajam means they are dumb, they don't know how to talk. So they used to call themselves Arab, and the non-Arab, they used to call them Ajam. Similarly, the Israelites, the tribes of Israel, if you are not belongs to the tribes of Israel, then they called him Ummi, or in Hebrew, Goyim, or in English, Gentile. That's why we can see in the Old Testament and the New Testament, there is lots of word of Gentile available for all those who are not belongs to Israelites tribes. And of course, Ummi cannot be meaning what he said, this is scholar, because here is very clearly that the Prophet is going to teach them the book and the wisdom. So how we teach? Because he learned from Allah, that's why we teach. Because that is the reason that Allah did not let him to be learned from anyone. So no one can say that he is getting this knowledge from someone, because he was not learning since the 40 years old. And then he started to learn from God Almighty Allah when God sent the Angel Gabriel in the cave. And he started to teach him with the first word, Ikra, read. And it is already education, because when you go to the learned education, the first word you need to face is read. Read, write, understand. Okay? So even that first revelation, Ikra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, khalaqal insana min alaq, ikra wa rabbukal akram, alladhi allama bil qalam. He who teach the knowledge with the pen. So in the first revelation, The read and write is there. What is meant to say now? The angel was sent by the God to Prophet Muhammad to teach him. And the angel was keep on coming for 23 years. And 23 years, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu he learned this Quran, which has 6,000, more than 6,600 verses. It's a big book of 600 pages. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu he learned it from the angel sent by God, and then he let his scribes to write it down within his life, and then it's with us. It's a miracle of Allah, perfect. The modern Arabic grammar and the Quran grammar is different. Sometimes that's why this scholar was also saying some wrong thing about the grammar, and then he was also verdict as a blasphemy because he is very ignorant that he don't understand. The Quran is the founder of all the grammar of Arabic. The Quran Arabic is a perfect, the deep Arabic, which is small words with the big meanings. The modern Arabic is nothing compared to the classic Arabic of the Quran. It's a beautiful Arabic. For example, Salihin, the righteous. But in Quran there is two, Salihin and also Salihun. Tayyibin and Tayyibun. So it is the beauty of the Quran. There is a more vocabulary in the Quran. So there are some people who are with short knowledge, they don't understand it. The Quran was that much impacted on the world when the Arabic was only speaking in the Arabia, in Hijaz, the place where people go for Hajj, Yemen. But when the Quran goes in the world, it's affected that many people who were not used to be Arab, they become Arab now. Like Egypt, they speak Arabic. UAE, they speak Arabic. Qatar, they speak Arabic. Sudan, they speak Arabic. Algeria, they speak Arabic. The Morocco, they use Arabic. Even the Spain, for 800 years, the language was there is Arabic. That's why we can see in the Spanish, 10,000 words of Arabic in the Spanish language. 10,000 words. Even in Tagalog, we have lots of words of Arabic. Even the original alphabet in Philippines, because Philippines used to be a Muslim country, whose name was Marlika. The original alphabets in this land is not Abaka, not ABC, but Alibata. When you go to an history and Kaisesan, and you can check it, the original alphabet of Philippines, the people, Luzon, Bisaya, and Mindanao is Alif Bata, Arabic. And why? Because of the power of the Quran. The Quran is the great textbook, the great book of knowledge, the great book of wisdom, which affected every language in the world. For example, Urdu, my language, it's very similar to Arabic, and the writing is same like Arabic. Persian was used to be a different Rasmul Khat, different alphabets, but now the Persian also, the alphabet is Alif Bata. Even the Philippines, before all the writing is Arabic writing. Malaysia, the original writing is Arabic writing. So, almost everywhere in the world, Arabic was influenced. Example, even in English, there are lots of words of Arabic. Even the earth, we live here on the earth. In English, they call it earth. But in Arabic, it's called ard. Very similar. Especially in the Spanish language, there are thousands of words of Arabic in Spanish language. Even the country beside Spain, which used to be together before, Portugal. Portugal is, in Arabic, it's called orange. Because Portugal is lots of orange. So when Arabs were there, and Arabic was there, then they used the name Portugal, which is meaning is orange. So this is very important for us to understand the meanings of the Quran. Like this was mistranslated, and that scholar is in hot water now. People are looking for him, and they want to give him the punishment for his blasphemy against Prophet Muhammad and against Quran. So always be careful about the meanings of the Quran, and to if you don't know, don't try to make your own meaning. Rather to research it and go for the right meaning. The Prophet Muhammad was the greatest educated human being in the world, because he make his education for 23 years. From the age of 40 until he died in 63 years old, the revelation comes from God Almighty Allah through Angel Gabriel, and he learned from Allah through Angel Gabriel. And his knowledge is so powerful that you can see in the hadith, there is all kind of knowledge is there. All kind of scientific knowledge are there. Social knowledge, historical knowledge, any kind of knowledge you can find out in the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah guide us, may Allah forgive us, may Allah MD.